Nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Today we are going to see about both the nouns. The name things that can be counted is called as countable nouns. So you can count. And the name things which cannot be counted is called as uncountable nouns, which you cannot count. Countable nouns. So as I said, the name things that can be counted is called as countable nouns. Here we use a, an or numbers. You have plural forms and you can also use few and many. I repeat, you can use a, an or numbers. You can use plural forms. You can use few and many. You will understand these things with the help of few examples and illustrations. Let us see illustrations for a, an or numbers. See the examples. A book, an egg, one orange, two birds. Other examples, 11 flowers, 3 birds, an ice cream, an orange. I repeat, 11 flowers, 3 birds, an ice cream, an orange. Now countable nouns illustration with plural forms. A book, 2 books. A book, 2 books. One city, 3 cities. One city, 3 cities. Now countable nouns illustrations with few and many. A few songs, many temples. So you can use the words few and many in a few songs and many temples. Uncountable nouns. The name things that cannot be counted. It's called as uncountable nouns. For example, you cannot say 5 rices or 3 milks. You cannot say. So, we don't use a, an or numbers in uncountable nouns. We do not use plural forms and we use words like much, little, enough. I repeat, we do not use words like 5 rices or 3 milks. Then we do not use a, an or numbers. We do not have plural forms. We use words like much, little and enough. Uncountable nouns. Let's see the illustrations. For example, kinds of food and drink for flour, juice, coffee. For example, iron, sand and silk come under the categories of materials. And for abstract nouns, the uncountable noun words are poverty, pride. And for proper nouns, the words used as uncountable nouns, example is Harish, Annie and Zahida. Now I repeat, in uncountable nouns, you have different illustrations. For example, the kinds of food and drinks like juice, flour and coffee. Even stars are uncountable nouns. See, I am talking about, this is just the picture having 3 stars. But in general, stars are uncountable nouns. And in case of materials, you have iron, sand and silk. And for abstract nouns, the words used are poverty and pride. And in the case of proper nouns, the words and the names used are Harish, Anne and Zahida for uncountable nouns. Concept map. Countable nouns, uncountable nouns. The name things that can be counted are countable nouns. The name things that cannot be counted are uncountable nouns. In countable nouns, you can use a, an or numbers. Example, a book, an egg, 1 apple. And in the case of plural forms, you can use a book, 2 books. And words as few and many are used. Example, few songs, many temples. And in uncountable nouns, we do not use a, an or numbers. There are no plural forms and we use words like much, little and enough. The examples of the materials used for uncountable nouns are flour, coffee, iron, sand and silk.